Good day, everyone. How are you all doing today? It's a beautiful day in Portland, even though it's raining out. It's always a beautiful day one way or another. Here I am again standing in front of my camera to make a video about philosophy, my philosophy, if you will. And I thought that today I would make it kind of a special, not really a special video, but rather a video dedicated to a 13,000 subscriber mark that I crossed the other day. And I thought about this. I thought, you know, it's interesting. It happened on, I think, Halloween night, actually. Ooh, 13. And I was thinking about just the absurdity of having so many of subscribers to a channel like this where I just talk about random off-the-wall things, and how grateful I am to actually have people who I can discuss things with and share information with and have them share information back respectfully. But of course, caught up in that are, you know, of course, the accusations and insults that I will get. Always the guy who wants to tell me that I'm some sort of a corporate shill, or that I don't know what I'm talking about, whether it's religion-based, political-based. And this is why I sway between ideas. I definitely give my view on things, but I like to make it clear that I don't generally know what I'm talking about. I mean, in the sense of understanding the full picture, none of us really do. And trying to grasp anything, especially when it comes to, you know, deeper understandings of the universe, all we can do is bounce ideas off each other. And you know, I think I've been making these videos for about 7 years, and it just blows my mind that it's been that long. But time is all subjective, you know. It's not like I can compare it to anything else except for another 7-year period I've had in my life. In that time, I have met so many interesting people and discussed so many subjects that sometimes I think, well, this is kind of a repeat. Like I was telling my wife earlier, I was like, sometimes I want to make a video, but it's something I've already covered. But then I realized, shit, I covered that like 4 years ago. You know, it's not like that video really still exists, and most of them were only seen by a few people anyway, you know. And even today, with 13,000 subscribers, I maybe get a few hundred actual views on a video. So it's not like it's that many people actually watch the videos. It's one thing to have subscribers, and that's just kind of like, but it's another thing to actually have people who want to watch for a particular reason, one way or another. I have different groups of people that watch my videos on different subjects, and the one thing I always try to avoid is clickbait and nonsense where I'm trying to, you know, say, watch me, watch this video. I'm trying to tell you the truth. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not so arrogant to think that I have the truth. I'm just a dude with a headband and an earring and a funky jacket. And yes, I know I'm dressed a little absurd right now. I don't usually wear an earring. I was just seeing if the holes, I used to have my ears pierced on both sides, and I was seeing if it was still functional. And I had this dangly earring. It was my dad's. It's a horn, gold horn. Just something that, you know, I ended up with his after he passed away. So I decided, hey, I'm looking a little bit absurd enough to make a video about being absurd, about absurdity, the absurdity of life, if you will. And I wish, you know, I have a lot of things that I want to talk about, but I thought just for this video, I wanted to do something different. So I thought maybe if people have anything that they want me to talk about, a particular subject, something I've never done. I've had people say, hey, you should, you know, make a video about this or that, and I'm usually kind of piped back with, hey, I make a video about what's on my mind, and it's difficult for me to go out and research something so I can make a video because somebody else is interested. I'm like, you know, you don't need my opinion on that, I'm just some dude. But I would like to say that at least for this video, I thought it would be interesting for people to leave their comments down below, and something that you might want to hear about. Something that you find interesting or actually care about my opinion on, or are interested in hearing other opinions. Generally, I would hope that it would keep to topics that are, you know, not personal, of course. You know, I'm not going to sit and reveal my life because it's kind of pointless. I don't have any secrets, so to speak. I'm a very open person, and I've learned that that's the most crucial thing for me, is to be honest about who I am and what is important in my life, because anything we try to hide will always hold us back. Anything we try to, you know, sneak around and hide within ourselves, whether it be just something that's embarrassing or something that we do which we know we shouldn't do, which is shameful. You know, many of our neighbors who seem like, you know, just trustworthy, normal individuals are also thieves. you know, have second lives, things like that. And we don't really understand each other as well as we'd like to. But at the same time, that's what gives us our individualism. It goes into some deep philosophies about free will and determinism. I guess I'd just leave on a note of a comment I saw the other day, where somebody was saying to the effect that they hope that one day we'll be able to maybe communicate telepathically. I hear this regularly, of course. It's nothing, not like it's just that common. It's just I've heard it several times when some people say, well, there was a time in history when we did communicate telepathically, and then we lost that, and then we'll get back to it. All speculation aside, all I can say is my view of that would just be a very non-enjoyable atmosphere to live in, if we could just know what another person was thinking or be able to communicate without words. Because our words are our verbal art form. We've worked long and hard to develop words, and there's a reason why we use them, because there is a certain inflection and tone in the way that we talk about things. This is why me presenting myself in a video format is so much more, I don't know, I can convey myself a lot better than if I'm typing. If I'm writing out a message, it can sound arrogant, it can sound pious, it can sound ignorant, it could be misunderstood in so many ways, which we're finding out in today's world with all the text messaging and emails. And, you know, somebody says something and you take it out of context, next thing you know, everybody's like, whoa, wait a minute, we just misunderstood each other, you know. So so I'll leave it at that for this video. Go ahead and leave a comment. If you have a question or a subject you'd like me to make a video about, leave it in the comments, and I will pick one or two or three, I don't know, maybe do a video, just depending on what kind of questions pop up. And beyond that, I have a couple other things, but I'm going to put them in a separate video. So I'll talk to y'all later, and have a wonderful day. Peace. And thanks for being a subscriber, for what it's worth. I don't know what you subscribe for, but cool. Right on.